Eating at Springville's KFC, and you're watching the Shamus of Slots. I'm in Shea's Theater in Buffalo, New York, and you're watching the Shamus of Slots. For the player. At the G2E 2024, I had the opportunity to ask Henry some questions about the company. I think you'll find this very interesting. Privileged today to talk to For the Player. And who is For the Player?
Hey, well, thanks for having a quick chat. So we're For the Player. We're an up-and-coming game studio. We're based in the UK, but we're actually now big in the US. We're in New Jersey, Michigan, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Connecticut.
And what makes you why do you call yourself For the Player?
We're called For the Player because we're players ourselves, so we always think about what the players want. So we're slightly different to other game studios. We really think about the entertainment experience, what players get from the games, and yeah, so For the Player really.
Okay, terrific. And you also said that you do other work inside the UK and that sort of thing. So do you do retail and things?
Yeah, so we've actually got some games in retail. So if you're in the UK, you'll see us in pubs and clubs. We've got a tech partner called Reflex. They're great guys. We're actually launching a game next week called Three Lucky Witches. So if you're in the UK, go to your local pub and you might well see us.
Now, what is currently your most popular game?
So Four Fantastic Fish globally is our best game, but in the US we've got a version called Four Fantastic Lobsters. We kind of did a little twist on it. It's a sequel to Four Fantastic Fish, and that game's doing really well. The players really enjoy the lobsters. So much so there's actually a sequel coming in kind of Q3, which is Four Fantastic Lobsters 2. So keep your eyes peeled for that one later in the year.
Fantastic. How many games a year do you put out?
So we're kind of boutique, so we see ourselves doing about one game a month, so about kind of 10, 12 games a year, because each game's got a purpose and we really kind of make a big production rather than just like churning out as many games as possible.
Absolutely, and I've noticed that too, that you do such a great job, and that's one of the reasons why I picked you out to talk to you today.
Thank you so much, I appreciate it.
I'd like to ask you about the Yeti game, because that's the game that got me so interested. Can you tell us about, I noticed that it's 90k Yeti, 1k Yeti. What does that mean exactly?
Yeah, sure. So 9k Yeti was our first game. With that one, it's quite a simple game. You're basically looking for the Yeti and then the snowstorm, and then we'll shuffle around. We then did 90k Yeti, so the 9 is the max win in the game. It's also actually the height of Mount Everest, so there's a little connection with the theme there. And 90k Yeti is basically the 90,000x is the biggest win. 90k Yeti is a more volatile game, so we've got the really big symbols and then the 90 at the top. And then we've also got 1k Yeti, which is kind of like a softer profile. It's a less volatile game with a smaller win and a kind of a more simpler feature. On 1k Yeti, like you've got the big Yeti on the side and the bonus, and it kind of slides across.
That very much reminded me of Wolf Run, like a Wolf Run type game and stuff like that. I enjoyed it very much. I've been playing that constantly now.
I'm glad you enjoy it.
It just came out actually in Ontario, at least like in the last month or so. So that's interesting, and that 90k, the 1k came after 90k. So
yeah, it was 9k and 90k, then 1k.
Okay.
And on 1k, the reason it's called 1k is because you can win 1,000x in the base and 1,000 in the bonus. So the max is actually 2,000.
Okay, terrific. So I want to ask you a question about how many people you have at your company.
Yeah, sure. So between like 50 and 55 employees globally. We're actually fully remote. We were fully remote before it's cool to be fully remote. So we have a team in Brazil, that's where our art team is based. We have a tech team in Poland, we have a team in the UK. So basically we've got people all around the world, and there's about 50, 55 of us.
Wow, that's fantastic. So is there any chance that you're going to have any employees in North America, for example?
Never say never. We basically look for the best talent globally, so wherever the best people are, people apply. So yeah, we have people applying from all around the world.
Okay, there you have it, folks. We got to convince them to locate in North America. Take care. The thing we want to talk about is what games are coming next to North America.
Yeah, sure. So, Three Lucky Witches is coming soon. That's coming just in time for Halloween. I think you'll like that game because it's super active.
Okay.
1 in 75 is the average feature frequency, which is really frequent. So that's coming. Look out for that one. We then got Three Lucky Leprechauns, which is the sequel. That's coming in Q1 next year. Also a super frequent bonus round with a ladder that you can go up to win 5,000x. We've then got 10,000 BC Double Max. That game's really cool because you've got a massive multiplier that sits inside the wheels and goes up and up and up. You've also got a mammoth that will kind of appear from the background, smash the wheels, and lots of cool stuff happens. We then got 4K Ultra Gold, which is the classic theme, with some really nice rising prizes on the side. That one's got some really clever maths behind it. So basically, the jackpots look like they're going up and up and up all the time, but they're unique to you. And then we finished the year with some more games. So we've got 4 Fantastic Lobsters 2, which is a sequel to 4 Fantastic Lobsters. And then we've got a really cool game called 5 Hot Coins. That's coming probably in the middle of the year as well.
Fantastic. Well, it's something for us all to look forward to.
Yeah, there's lots of great games. Make sure you follow us on social media. It's always teasing and announcing. Also asking our community what people like. So we spend a lot of time talking to players themselves. And all that goes back into the product feedback as well. So when people say, oh, I really like that, I didn't like that, we try and change it for future games and make sure that the players are happy with what we create.
That's fantastic. I think that's the best idea that I've heard. Thanks. Take care.
Take care.
I wanted to thank Henry for helping us learn more about this exceptional company. Now let's see some play from Ontario, Canada, my home, with iGaming, with For the Players 90K Yeti.
It's Christmas time in the city. Hi, you're watching the Shamus of Slots. Welcome to Fallview.